Man, I've heard rumors that NACA takes a long time. Man, that just means that you got to be ready for your intake session. I mean, I've had someone who we had a home buyers workshop, and she said, I really want to buy a new house, and I'm gonna be ready. I said, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna speed you in. Had an intake session, and got her qualified 2 days later, and it would have been the next day. Yeah, I put her on the fast track, but sometimes things work like that. And she bought a house within 45 days. She got qualified, found a house, and bought her house for her and her 4 children within 45 days. Program was over. And she had problems. We had challenges because she had child support. And NACA, the underwriters need to know where each and every dollar is coming from. And they want to see that child support statement that says how much that money is and that it's been coming in for 12 months. And then you can count it. All right, so the number one thing that stops people or really gets people frustrated is definitely payment shock, right? If you're currently paying $1,000 for rent and you want your home payment to be 1,500, you know you can afford it. NACA wants to see that you can save the difference, which is $500. So if you're renting, you have to save that $500 for 3 months. That means that your bank accounts together they need to grow $500 each month. You can't save the $500 and spend it because that means that you never really saved it all, right? If you're not paying rent, you need to save that whole $1,500. If you want your payment to be $1,500, you need to save that whole amount for 6 months. That means whatever you have right now, say you have $500 in the bank right now between two accounts, checking and savings, right? That means you need to save $1,500 for 6 months. What's $1,500 times six? That's $9,000. So NACA wants to see that you'll have $9,000 plus whatever you had in the beginning over 6 months, right? It's a simple calculation. They look at is the total of bank accounts that you have growing. Now, if you have a problem finding the sum of two bank accounts, then you only use one bank account, right? And you want to make sure that it's growing by whatever the payment shock level is needed. So whatever payment shock amount is, if it's $500, your bank account needs to grow by that much. And you can't take it out. Don't take it out because that's not savings anymore. That's usings or spendings, making up stuff, right? Saving means that your bank account is growing. If your bank account is growing, then your money will be flowing and you'll get the keys to the house. Come on, somebody. Hey. All right. So that's it. Listen, there are a lot of great counselors out there. There are a number of exceptional ones. There's a lot of good ones, but there are some that just I'm sorry, it's just bad. So if you end up getting a bad counselor, try to work with the front desk person, the admin, and just let them know, hey, I'm really serious about this. I got my paperwork together, and I need somebody who can really work with me. And if you're respectful, and you're serious, they'll get somebody who can work for you, who can work with you better, because the counselor makes a big difference. They're not all equal. Sometimes you need someone who can understand your situation just a little more. NACA doesn't really flex on like understanding your situation in the sense of hooking you up. They want to make sure that you do have the savings and that once you do get into a house, that you'll be a responsible homeowner and that you'll be able to pay your bills without much financial struggles. All right. But sometimes, if you got that payment shock savings, you're ready to go, and your savings, and or if that person just they seem like they don't understand that yellow book the right way, um, definitely, I, I I would suggest that you ask for a new counselor so that you can get yourself a home. All right. Good luck to you. At the